All right. Happy to have you along, my fellow Americans. Some sheriffs belong in the Hall of Shame, while other sheriffs belong in the Hall of Fame. Happy to have you along, my fellow Americans. I'm Sam Bushman with another Liberty Roundtable Live short video. Ladies and gentlemen, two sheriffs that belong in the Hall of Shame are currently acting sheriffs. One of them is by the name of Chad Bianco. He's in Riverside, California. He's had a big old meltdown with a guy by the name of Vem Miller. And Bianco claimed that Miller was trying to create the third assassination on Donald Trump. Could not be further from the truth. Chad made the claim, then literally lied and says he didn't make the claim. He claims that the right-wing extreme media is at fault, that Vem Miller's lying, well, I have quotes from Chad Bianco and quotes in an email where he claims he didn't even say what he was quoted of saying. I asked him, well, this is the mainstream press. Did they get it wrong? Do they need to be sued for getting it wrong? He says, I'm not going to go back and forth and discuss it anymore. Chad Bianco belongs in the Hall of Shame. The next one is Donald Trump has nominated Chad Chronister, the sheriff of Hillsborough County, Florida, for the position of Drug Enforcement Agency, DEA. This guy does not deserve to be there either. He belongs in the Hall of Shame. We reject Chad Chronister to run the DEA. He arrested a Christian pastor by the name of Rodney Howard-Browne, is a pastor that wanted to keep his church open during COVID. He got arrested. Yeah. Then it turns out there were no charges filed. The charges were dropped. But the sheriff went and had a big old press conference bragging about the arrest. Never issued an apology whatsoever.
Shame! Shame!
You think a guy like that should be graduated to the federal level and run the DEA? I don't think so. The Hall of Shame for both current acting sheriffs named Chad. But you know what? Some sheriffs belong in the Hall of Fame. Sheriff Richard Mack, who beat Bill Clinton at the Supreme Court over our right to keep and bear arms 25 plus years ago, belongs in the Hall of Fame. You know who else belongs in the Hall of Fame? Brad Rogers, who stopped the federal government, the out-of-control federal government, from attacking an Amish farmer. And we had liberty in Liberty County, Florida, when Sheriff Nick Finch protected the right to keep and bear arms, even getting arrested, but overturning it in court. The governor lost, the sheriff won. Hall of Shame, Hall of Fame. Sheriffs, a big shout out to you. Will you keep your oath of office so we can call you a Hall of Fame sheriff? I'm Sam Bushman with another Liberty Roundtable Live short, and God save the Republic.